T, the regular season has come to an end. Quite interesting. Good finish Sunday. Last Sunday we had I feel like everybody played. But as the regular season ends, having conversations around some of the top performers over the last 82 games or so. And then I did see Jason Kidd. I saw Kyrie Irving speaking to the spectacular year that Luka Doncic has had. And you've been talking about him for quite some time. But I didn't realize those numbers were those numbers.
Combined, like, second highest combined, like, stat total since Wilt Chamberlain.
Points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, points, rebounds, and assists. And Wilt was averaging 30 and 23 this year. What's Luka averaging, bro?
He was at...
Brian, basically.
Yeah, there.
So what?
Luke
28.7, 8.3 assists, 8.7 rebounds, all while having a 73-point game, and fifth in the West. The West is historically one of the toughest conferences.
Yeah. So,
in a while.
Saying that, a lot of the MVP conversations have been centered around two people. We even spoke about it, whether it's the Joker or it's, you like to call him Derek Luke.
Yeah, Derek Luke.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah.
Or Anthony Edwards, 1, 2, 3, final tough finish in the West, and Ant doing that with, an all-star going down late in the year.
But if you use Ed Edwards, you can also use Jalen Brunson, man.
Yes.
He solidified himself as the best player in New York, but big fella Julius Randle went out a couple months ago, G. You understand what I'm saying?
I can't say what I want to say, but you can speak to, because you know how one guy goes down and you don't want to, and then the flow feel like,
yeah, you're right.
That conversation, I'm not saying that's what it is, but folks say that.
I'm just saying on book, and I think one thing that occurs is easy for Julius Randle to get picked on. I think he always, does the sense for how he plays. I think media also has those people that no matter what, they're going to throw shade at him. Because even before that, he was on a 2-month streak of he didn't make it to the All-Star game for no reason. You know what I mean?
He was killing.
Yeah, when I'm sitting there, like, just that body, that confidence, but say what you want about like Julius Randle in regards to, his shot selection, but he's a competitor. And to have somebody like that out there, you definitely miss that tremendously. And they didn't miss a step. They made it to they finished second for the first time in forever. So I know Jokic is doing his thing, but there's been too many gigantic moments where you compare it to that of when they would take LeBron, when they want to give LeBron an MVP award. You understand what I'm saying? It's like SGA has the youngest team in the league.
In the league.
And he finished, first in the West. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards lost Karl Anthony Towns. And what'd he do? All he did was turn up some more, 27, 6, and 5. You know what we just said about Luka, bro? Luka been going dumb. Like 70 points for like 1 year. A couple weeks ago, he had 32 and 20 minutes in like the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And then we forget, last but not least, our boy Jayson Tatum. He makes it look so easy. We don't appreciate shit. Bro, they got 18 losses, dog, and they hadn't tried in the past 4 weeks.
And they kept having injuries every other week. Somebody was going down.
And that's what I'm saying. And Tatum's still averaging 27. Like, what do you want? Like, he just finished his work a month and a half ago, bro. That's my only thing where I'm asking. I'm looking like, bro, Boston is 63 and 18, and they got
It didn't even feel like that.
Yeah, bro, it wasn't. And what made it so crazy, it wasn't like a celebration. They just went through a hoop, and I'm like, at one point, y'all only got 30. I'm looking, bro, I was with Tatum, I'm like, bro, y'all only got 14 losses.
Yeah, 50 wins.
50 wins. Hey, bro, this is like, what are we talking about now?
Yeah.
What do you think in regards to the MVP race and what goes into it? And, do you throw it at Jokic or do you crown, the new school? I think this is a big time to crown a new school.
Man, it's tough because you got to give Jokic his credit. But in terms of what Luka did this year, after all the criticism last year, we saw him running stairs last summer. Everyone was talking about that. That was a moment.
Yeah.
But, a lot of folks had some issues with what certain personalities said, like a Gilbert. But I think Gilbert's point was, what criteria are we talking about? If you aren't first, you should have some astronomical numbers. Like I'm hearing that. And I'm not agreeing with the statement that he's the worst MVP of all time. Like we ain't not going there. But either it's, which is Shai, or astronomical numbers, Luka, or Jalen Brunson, what he did for New York.
I totally understand you. And if you like what Jokic did, then you got to throw Sabonis in the conversation. Like, and that's my only thing to really neutralize Jokic this year. Because I'm like, at one point, I'm like, they doing Sabonis so dirty. All he's doing is what y'all about.
And he can't even get an All-Star game.
He can't even get an All-Star game. It's not even no recognition that he leading the league in triple doubles as a 6'10" big man or whatever's going on. Like, he's also changing the way how the game is being played as well. So that's where I was like, if Sabonis ain't getting no love, shout out to Jokic, but he could lose this year if he didn't win a division. You say you don't care about the trophy, so give it to somebody that actually cares. Like, they need that bonus, dog.
Why are we overlooking Jayson Tatum and the Celtics with the best record in the league?
I have no clue, bro. I think people with Tatum is kind of like the Steph Curry, LeBron thing. I think it's a respect factor where it's like, nah, you'll get the MVP. That's written. But like what we want to see is where you're supposed to go.
So we got to see him win it first.
I just think that's what most people are expecting from him. It's on a bigger stature. Like you sit here right now, there's conversations where people say if you do what he's supposed to do, you're going to end top 10. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes with certain people, and it's not bad because Tatum's still a dog. I just think like that platform, and shout out to Steph Curry, it's like now we've been waiting for 2 years for you to separate yourself more from these other little kids. Because when you do, SGA and Doncic are unbelievable. Like you compare them to like what Tatum's done. He's done that for like 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, but how we go a whole game without shooting a free throw?
Now,
that disturbed me on a whole nother level, ET.
And that's like when I be at the family cookouts and stuff, and they bring that up, I just swing with tears in my eyes because you trump me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, motherfucker! It's unbelievable.
Man, I'm just looking like, fam, just get to the paint. That's it. One time.
I want to be like, bro, what your dad be saying? Because Big J is a tough motherfucker. So I be like, bro, do your dad know you was out here not shooting free throws and all jump? Like, right. I can't even imagine going into a locker room with an old head. That's why you got to bring that to vets. Because when you sit there by young fella, even Damian Wilkins was like, dog, it took you 17 shots to get 18 points and you went to the line twice. Like, what was you doing in that, dog? Like, ain't nobody hit you touch the ball. That's crazy. You absolutely right, G. Shout out to Joe Mazzulla. I rock with everything Joe Mazzulla do, my nigga. And like Joe Mazzulla, for somebody that plays football when he hoops, I don't understand.
I thought you were saying play football high school. I thought you were saying play football high school. I didn't know you was saying that.
Don't play football when he hoops.
No, I seen it. I seen
Joe to death, but at one point, like, bro, like, what are you trying to do? Like, Joe don't even shoot threes. So for his team to shoot all threes, she is crazy. Never mind. Shout out to Tatum. Shout out my man Tatum. You might have lost MVP off that. When J. Cole bowed out for the rap beat, bro, that's equivalent to not making free throws. And this is one of my favorite dudes. You know I love this dude.
That's our little brother. Like, and so we can talk like that. Yes.
They spelled the name right. I would name my next son Jason. You know what I mean? Let me stop before he thinks I'm...
No, you are dropping some gems.